Phoenix, Arizona is the site of the third round of the United States Online Racing League Cup Series. We're in Phoenix, Arizona, and it is the Shady Grandstands 200. And you're tuned in to the Countdown to Green on Fast 29, presented by Cure SMA. Chris Figgett here with you as always, alongside my buddies Dale Barham and Jamie Zalecki here at Phoenix Raceway in beautiful Arizona. Beautiful look at that track from overhead, because not everybody likes it from ground level, Jamie being one of them, but we'll talk about that later. All right, Dale, we'll start with you, buddy. How do you feel about this track tonight as we go into the third round of the Cup Series?
Yeah, the Phoenix is a unique track. You know, it's odd because you're expecting one type of racing. Of course, the clear part and the most contentious part for these drivers will be that dogleg, particularly the transition up back onto the regular racing oval. So I'm expecting to see a lot of calamity there, sad to say. And probably also the braking zone entering the start-finish section on the entrance of 3. So hopefully, we'll get a lot of action those two spots right there.
Jamie Zalecki, we'll hop over to you. You've been talking to some of these drivers tonight. How are they feeling about this track tonight, strategy-wise?
Well, first off, some of us don't like this track from the air either. But yeah, sounds like fixed setup tonight. Some of these drivers are not very thrilled with the chosen setup. The cars are apparently handling pretty terribly. The usual, we have 3 sets of tires, 3 attempts at a green, white, checkered, 0 fast repairs, 67% on the fuel limit. I think we can go about 60 or so laps on fuel, so 200 laps tonight, you're going to see multiple stops, and check out the weather right there.
A little warm. And a lot of wind.
Well, that and we have the wind. Sorry, Tommy. Apparently, we still haven't turned it off.
No, it is very windy out here in the desert tonight. And you see the uniqueness of this track from the air as well, but you also see the banking 11 degrees in turns 1 and 2, which is on this end of the track. Remember, they flip-flopped it a few years ago, so turns 1 and 2 are on the fat end of the track, 11 degrees over there. Turns 3 and 4, 9 degrees. Front stretch, 6 degrees, and the back stretch banked at 3 degrees. Let's get you caught up on the point standings as they are at the moment. At any time, there they are. Dylan Poteet, currently the point leader as of Echo Park last week. Alan Elwood, Kerry Rogers, Matthew Rodriguez, and Nico Garcia, the Daytona winner, in 5th. DJ Harris, surprise up there in 6th. Chad Mikas, Matt Muir, Michael Murata, and Bronson Stafford, last week's winner, sitting in 10th. We haven't talked about the points yet because we're trying to get through the Truck Series playoffs, but I thought I'd go ahead and at least show them to you for you guys tonight. So the way the points work in Cup is the top 10 move on to the chase, and there are 2 wild card winners that are the 2 highest race winners outside the top 10 that meet a minimum start. So that's where we're at with that. Right now, both winners are in the top 10, obviously, right now, but there's a look down through 20th place at the moment. If your favorite driver isn't been listed in the first 2 screens, they're not good enough to be in the top 20 right now. So there's your answer to that, which I'm one of them for some reason. So anyway.
You mentioned the chase format, and a surprise coming to these drivers once we get to the chase cutoff is the Fast 29 vote. I'm sure
that
some
is
drivers
still a
have
rumor.
seen it. Some may have not.
Not confirmed.
Not confirmed.
I voted for it, and as you all know, as a former league owner, what I say goes. So we'll reveal the Fast 29 vote as we get closer to the cutoff.
They are still discussing that at league level, so we're not going to put any eggs in that basket tonight. So, and anybody wants to talk about that, it is jamie.zalecki@fast29.com. All of those emails will be sent directly to spam. All right.
Hey, I finally have an email.
I know, right?
We have a company email?
We got to work on that. Yeah, I know. It's don't send anything there, guys. If that actually works, that would be hilarious, but I know it won't. So there we go. But looking forward to this one tonight, guys. Glad you're with us here on Fast 29. We're finally at a somewhat of a real track tonight. Because I know Jamie's all excited about next week's Truck Series race. We're going to be at another super speedway next week with Talladega Tuesday. No, Dale's pumped. We know that.
I don't mind super speedway, or is what I still call plate racing, but when it's plate race after plate race after plate race,
Just
you
timing
kind
it.
of yearn for a mile and a half.
We have literally had a plate race of some kind, either in Cup or Trucks, for I believe this will be the 4th week in a row. So
I mean, it feels like it.
we're there. It is what it is. So, all right, we'll take a look and see how they're qualifying out there right now and get you familiar with a few of the rides tonight. There's Huang Do in the 06. He just qualified 3rd. Early Nico Garcia has the pole at the moment. There's the 07 of Cam Barnes completing a lap. The Nefco.com ride. Bronson Stafford, last week's winner, just jumped up to 3rd. There's Matt Muir in the 72. Completing his run. There's Darren Ingram. I love how they're almost in the same spot when we skip to these guys. This is the definition of ghost cars right here, as Darren Ingram clocks in at 14th.
Look at who's sitting in 6th place right now.
I was literally about ready to say that. Dewey Schramm with a great lap. He was only 2 1,000ths off of a top 5. Great run for him. Just got bumped back by Matt Muir. There's a lot of close times right in that area. Look at that. Richard Thomas just popped up there in the 5th.
Oh, I like the way first place looks, you know?
Yeah, I do too. We'll let qualifying go through, and then we'll give you our picks for the night. Dale, Jamie, I know we kind of discussed this a little bit. Boy, Joseph Weaver needs to work on his time. That's a little devilish right there. Anyway, my ADD kicked in. We did talk a little bit about the track. We talked a little bit about strategy, but what are the keys to this one tonight? Start with you, Jamie.
The usual at this point, go fast, turn left. But really, we're going to see tire wear be a pretty big factor in here. It sounds like with how tight the setup is, that the right front tires are not going to last a full fuel run. So you might have to really back the pace down, or I don't know, you might be in trouble. I think tire wear is the biggest key to the race tonight.
Dale, what do you think?
Yeah, I think so. Tire wear is going to be a big factor. We did mention fuel run about almost 60 laps of fuel. You know, they got 200 laps of racing. So I think we're going to expect a lot of fuel stops. So I guess you want to conserve your tires, minimize your tire changes, especially these guys got 3 sets of tires. You kind of don't want to burn through them too quickly. So yeah, I think in the opening stages, you're going to see guys, much like we saw last night, Tuesday night with the Truck Series, guys trying to strategize early and plan their pits. We're probably going to see that same action tonight as well.
Speaking of Tuesday night, there's Tuesday night's winner, Blake Trawick, who is, I'm not for sure what he's doing in turn 2 there. Qualifying just about over with, so we'll get you the starting grid here momentarily. But first, Dale, you have a decision to make.
I have a decision to make.
You have a decision to make.
I have a decision to make. Oh no. What am I going to do?
Well, first we got to make sure that he's on track. Is he on track right there?
Yes, he is on track. So,
perfect timing.
Scheme of the night is that number 8 Chevy driven by Nico Garcia. That, cookies and mint looking scheme. That's my scheme of the night. And also, while we're on this topic, also my pick for race winner.
Ah, he did a 2-fer there, Jamie. I guess we better. We're just gonna smooth right into who gonna get her done. So Dale takes the Daytona winner, Nico Garcia. Jamie, who do you got?
Well, we were watching practice and we saw several fast guys and the top 10 changing spots and getting faster as they put in qualifying runs. My pick looks like he's starting a little bit further back in the pack as per usual. I see him go fast in practice, and then they have a bit of a slower qualifying lap, but they'll always be there at the end. I'm taking that beautiful 22 Miller Lite machine, of Dylan Poteet.
Who is not on track right now for me to show him. But yes, he has a beautiful Miller Lite 22 out there. I think fans are going to really like that ride tonight. I am going to go a little bit off kilter. I'm throwing everybody a curveball because he's not on track right now. But we are going
my pick on track.
Yeah, my pick's not out there, but I'm going to go, well, it's not really a curveball. I just want to throw you off again. Oh, there is Dylan Poteet. There's the light machine right there. I am going to take Alan Elwood, the number 5. Low-hanging fruit, I know, but that's what I'm going with.
He was another one up there in the top 3 in practice.
There he is.
That's a good pick. As we're listening to the drivers' meeting go on, Henrietta Bordeaux just asked a very important question. Hopefully we can get some playback on that. But I have my own important question for tonight. Chris Dale, hopefully one of you can help me out. Where's the start-finish line? I don't see it on a straightaway.
Well, let's switch to the cactus camera. And it's right there.
What a goofy place for a start-finish line.
I know, what a goofy place for a cactus. There's a look from the starter stand. Michael Murata going underneath. Here is the information that was in the drivers' meeting that Jamie referenced.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, that was in it.
How many licks does it take to get to the center of the spot?
Passing that one on to Tootsie Pop expert Dewey Schramm. Wubba?
That is the content we come to have at the USORL right there.
Informative as ever.
Love it. Pretty sure
we had a Tootsie Pop expert in the field. That's pretty cool.
And we have a Tootsie Roll Pop expert. We have a tickling expert, but I'm up here in the booth now.
Well, I guess, is there tickling tonight?
There's always tickling, Jamie. It's just the different levels that are available. Tonight,
that's true.
Tonight it's about a level 6.
Look, there's a line, there's a queue.
Oh, Danny!
Attenuator, I hardly know her.
There it is, Jamie. Oh, no!
oh, twice.
No. 3 times! And Darren Ingram's going to drive to the middle. That's a good way to start.
Can't wait to see that happen 50 laps in.
Here is also some more radio communication for how people are feeling about this track here tonight from that driver right here.
You're good. I feel like a monkey fucking a football anyway.
Apparently our bleeper didn't work on that, but that's okay. And here's a response.
Real.
Yeah, that's that kind of night. Oh, is Joey Stefanu. That's the ride that I was talking about earlier off camera. This Home Depot ride of the O2. Beautiful looking ride. And I believe Michael Murata painted that one for him. And it is in reference to how the buildings look.
Ah, I like it.
Yeah, very good. Kerry Rogers in the 71 coming off turn 2. Jamie, you're right. We're going to mess that up all night long.
I'm not even going to try.
Yeah, we're not even going to. We're just going to say trouble in a corner and let you guys figure it out.
Oh, trouble in that corner.
There it is, just as we watched. There we go. All right. Looks like we're about ready to grid up here, guys. Are we excited? Are we excited?
Always excited.
We're always excited.
200 laps at this place?
Yeah.
That's not exactly the phrase I would use, but let's get her done.
Well, let's take a look at the starting order presented by our friends at Johns Peterson, a Jamie Zalecki company. On the front row, Alan Elwood, my pick on the pole, alongside Shane Terrian. Row 2, Danny Ware, alongside Nico Garcia, 2 teammates in row 2. Row 3, Alexander Gonzalez-Green and Richard Thomas, another one of those Elwood drivers. Row 4, Bronson Stafford and Matthew Rodriguez. Row 5, Matt Muir and Huang Do. Top forward in the field, Huang Do right there. Dewey Schramm, he's in the field, folks, alongside Blake Trawick. Row 7, Dylan Poteet and Darren Ingram, two Toyotas. Row 8, Michael Murata and Joseph Weaver, a pair of Chevys in row 8. Another pair of Chevys in row 9, Kerry Rogers and Cam Barnes, teammates. Row 10, Davey Hazard and John Poole. Row 11, Noah Joyce and Stephen Merzlak. Row 12, Luke Smith and Ricky Collette. Row 13, Zach Rostowski and Henrietta Bordeaux, asking about how many licks is the Tootsie Roll Pop. And bringing up the field, Joey Stefanu in the 0-2. And yes, I forgot, Jamie. We're going to roll it back so we can do it for you. Row 3, there is our winner of the No One Out Zach's the Webster Award, Alexander Gonzalez Green. There you go. All right. Pace truck is in. 5th place needs to go away. Green flag in the air. We're racing at Phoenix. Oh.
Ooh, into the wall. See the field getting spread out right now, taking that dog leg on the opening lap.
That was Matthew Rodriguez that clipped the wall off the dog leg. Elwood leads them into turn 3 and 4. He'll lead the first lap. You're on board with Danny Ware. Oh man, they're using all this dog leg early. Oh, trouble behind him. That's Joseph Weaver.
Sliding.
Oh, Stephen
Merzlak,
Merzlak involved.
Barnes.
And Barnes. First caution.
While we're under yellow here, can we get a production check on the lap count?
Take a look and see what happened here. Through the dog leg. Joseph Weaver right here. Oh, looks like Cam Barnes might have got a little loose there. Kerry Rogers also involved.
John Poole with a good save too.
Yes. Not what you like to see early here.
And Mars out there driving slow with a bit of gearbox trouble as well.
Oh. Henry Bordeaux, I think, was riding the wall through 3 as well. The guy from above. Let's see what Cam does here. He kind of goes into turn 3. Oh, I don't know if he
overcorrects a bit.
Yeah, I don't know if he was trying to just give the 71 a little bit of room there and just misjudged where he was going to do his braking point and just took him by surprise. But either way, early contact for both of those drivers.
Shit, okay.
That's Jamie Zalecki after I unmuted him at the wrong time. Apologize, everybody. So, anyway, we were checking the lap count because we were told originally that was 200 laps. I am very thankful that it's 125. We're going to roll with that.
I think everything we talked about pre-race still stands, though. 60 laps on gas here, and the tires aren't going to make it that far.
No.
So you still got to watch your tire wear, and we're still going to see multiple stops. It's just we get to go to bed at a reasonable time and not 2 in the morning.
That's exactly right.
Anything past the 11 o'clock Fast 29 TV time slot, this turns into Fast 29 the Ocho, and we all get more and more like Clint Boyer.
Correct.
Oh, I'd start there.
All right. Alan Elwood and Alexander Gonzalez Green lead them down through 3 and 4, looking for the green.
See it.
Green flag in hand, and there it is. Back to
Take
racing.
off. Elwood with an amazing start right there.
Big jump. And they were kind of talking about the initial start on the radio. We'll get some radio traffic here momentarily from some of the guys. We'll let this kind of settle in here as Elwood pulls out to about, oh, trouble again.
Ooh, another.
Luke Smith, Cam Barnes again, Zach Krastowski involved.
I take away my comments that we did go to bed at a reasonable time.
Yeah, it's starting to not look as likely, is it? Go back and take a look, see what happened here. Looking back at Luke Smith in the 20. He bumps the, oh, he just bounced off the back of Davey Hazard. Yeah, and just, that's kind of a weird looking thing there.
The good old simulation physics trick where you wreck the car ahead and it wrecks you instead.
Yep, just gave him a bump and around he went. Joey Stefanu gets involved. Krastowski and Barnes sideways.
I think Bordeaux and Weaver also got some damage off the wall there.
Yeah, Stefanu just bangs the wall twice right there.
We'll take a listen at some of the radio traffic from earlier. This was on the start. Remember, we saw Matthew Rodriguez get sideways, and he came out with this.
Well,
That's Cam. We'll get Cam here in a moment. Sorry, everybody keeps moving. There we go.
Everything's fine.
That was Matthew Rodriguez talking about his slide early. Cam Barnes after the wreck, the first caution.
Well, that's super embarrassing. I'm sorry.
So he's taking responsibility from that. All right, so we do have a few takers on pit road underneath this caution. A few of the guys saying rather tongue-in-cheek that we've had such a long run that it's time to get tires. So.
Yeah, 6 cars in pit lane right now.
I think we just had some good radio comms from Steven Merzlag on how these drivers feel about this car setup tonight. It's not good.
Not your fault, Cam. It's not your fault that, you know, when you hit the brakes in this car, everybody locks up and slides into it like there's oil on the track, but, you know, shit happens, apparently.
There you go.
A lot of good thing we got that sensor button ready, because a lot of bombs are firing.
There are, yes. We won't be playing any more from that at the moment, but yeah, it's been a struggle for these drivers tonight. A lot of people just not too happy about the conditions tonight. Field coming into turns 3 and 4 now. You'll see them coming through right by that GovX machine here momentarily. You see the Pace Truck's lights coming through there very nicely. So at least we know where it is. And there comes the field. Let's see if we can get some racing in. Green flag back in the air. Elwood again with a big jump. So I'm not quite as aggressive through the tri-oval that time.
Right behind him. Shane pulls in second place.
Sideways for the JBL machine back there. He saved it.
He did. We're still green at Phoenix.
Yep.
We made it a lap.
Can we make it 2?
That
Jamie just
transition
jinxed
period. Yep. That area between, you know, that start finish line and the dog leg, just that transitioning back onto the racing surface. Like I said earlier, it's going to be a real key point going into this race. We saw multiple incidents, people getting back onto the racing surface in these multiple cautions we've had so far.
Danny Ware, Matthew Rodriguez. Riding on board with Danny Ware. Hazard and Treywick side by side along with Noah Joyce. Kerry Rogers looking in the third groove up front. Gonzalez Green. He's got Richard Thomas to the outside. That's for 4th.
Yeah, both Elwood and Therian right there running first and second have almost put about a second almost ahead of third place Nico Garcia.
Oh, round goes Matthew Rodriguez. Just kind of came right out underneath him there going into 3.
Yeah, we've seen that happen in practice. The car's just going to go around on entry, and it's also going to go around on exit. And apparently it's tight in the center. So these drivers really have their work cut out for them tonight.
We were kind of watching it live here. There's Rodriguez right here. And, yeah, just comes around on him. And here's what he had to say after that.
I appreciate you listening there. No, you had every option for me there. That's my fault.
That was a previous incident I'll tell you about in a moment, but this is Matthew Rodriguez.
That's what me. It's not breaking point.
There you go.
Yep.
The Blake Treywick line was off turn 2, excuse me, a lap before. Blake Treywick kind of pinched Noah Joyce into the wall a little bit. No harm, no foul. Well, we have a lot of yellow up here right now, folks. Maybe I shouldn't have changed my telestrator color to yellow.
You did this.
I did this.
A lot of these cars, you got 6 cars in pit lane right now.
I like staying out here. I like what what most of the field's doing.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't, you know, a lot of these cars that are pitting have been involved in incidents where they're, you know, kind of destroy their tires spinning out, but I would still try and chance it a little bit, stay out, conserve your tires, you know, and just play it safe, drop to the back, ease the car, slowly get it tires warmed up.
Mikey Murata's the first one in on this cycle. Danny Ware is in as well.
We got some cars in pit lane who are on their 3rd stop. We have multiple cars on their 2nd stop as well.
Well, we're hoping they're just fuel only because you only have 3 sets of tires. So and clearly that's Danny Ware's definitely taking fuel only there. Everybody else getting repairs.
And this caution gave Steven Merzlock the lucky dog. He should be back on the lead lap now as pace car is off.
Here we go. Of course, they take forever to come down the backstretch here. That's the reason why it takes forever to get to this camera. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to show that view. There we go. That way you can actually see the field. How's that? Elwood alongside Terrian for this restart. Hey, if they keep on stop-starting like this, my pick looks pretty good, guys.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, mine's as well.
Green flag. Elwood again. Car length advantage.
Out of a cannon, hits that dog leg.
Oh, somebody blinked out.
Ooh, blink out.
Oh, that's not a good place for that. I don't even know where he went. I don't even know who that was.
They hit that blink right on the dog leg.
On board with Richard Thomas. He caught the wall.
Guys, you're talking about your picks out there in the front. Don't sleep on my pick. Dylan Poteet in the 22. He's already up to 7th place.
There he is.
That Miller Lite machine.
I tried to draw him, but I missed. On board with Gonzalez Green in 5th. Richard Thomas just ahead. Some telemetry off of Matt Muir. 6th place. And Huang Do. Dip it down about 122 in the corner. You'll get about 160 shifting on the backstretch.
The car touched the wall there in the back.
Yeah, everybody seems to be knocking down the wall on whatever corner that is, numbers.
That would be corner 2, Jamie. But I understand your pain and frustration. That turn. Treywick and Rogers. That's turn 2, yes. I believe it was Collette that caught the wall on the last lap there in the Justin Allgaier machine as Dylan Poteet slides up in turn 3 and 4.
Under threat here from Davey Hazard for that 7th position.
Just had this moment just a moment ago.
Looking like something's wrong with.
Watch this going into turn 3. Oh!
Catches it.
Rodriguez and Schramm got together. Great save by Dewey Schramm.
Help him save it right there.
He bumped him and then bumped him straight. That's talent right there.
They're only getting some reporting on some issues of Marco Murata, his car driving a bit slowly. You know, currently sitting in the back of the field right now. Hopefully everything's okay right there.
There's a look at him. He's a lap down, I believe. Nope, he's on the tail on the lead lap, excuse me.
Yeah, tail in the lead lap, just because he's so far back from leaders. I think it's just saying he's a lap down.
Looking at Shane Terrian in 3rd.
Yeah, Terrian putting the pressure on Garcia there for 2nd place, and Matt Muir putting the pressure on Gonzalez Green for 5th.
Great battling early here.
Yeah, great battling.
But Elwood's kind of leading the charge here. Garcia, his teammate, in 2nd. This is a battle back here for the 10th spot between Bronson Stafford and Noah Joyce. Kerry Rogers looking in as you saw Stafford kind of touch the wall there once again off turn 2. On board with Joyce.
Yeah, that group of them, Dylan, Wong, Bronson, Noah Joyce, even Kerry Rogers, well, a little bit further back, and that's leading this other pack right there. Multiple groups right now, everybody battling it out on the track.
Yeah, Terrian up into P2, finished the pass there on Garcia, and it looks like Davey Hazard finished the pass on the 22 of Poteet.
There's a look. Your guy going the wrong way a little bit here, Jamie.
It's early days, getting the first run under the belts here. We'll get some new tires on it, go to the front.
Joey's
letting it out.
Joey Stefanu in the pits.
Bronson Stafford and Kerry Rogers switch places back and forth, battling for that 10th position right there as Noah Joyce comes along looking at the bottom in 12th place. Bronson is the wall right there a bit.
Battle for
the
5th up
brake
top.
loaders. Sorry,
Yes.
Chris.
Sorry, go ahead.
Brake rotors are glowing there on that 61. That was a pretty picture.
Up top, you're looking at the battle for 5th. At the bottom, you're looking at the battle for about 12th.
Yep.
Matt Muir finishes the pass on Gonzalez Green.
Oh,
These 2 packs. Ooh, another car hits the wall.
that's Collette again, it looked like. That right rear's got a magnet to that wall. Like
right
Jim,
now, this is looking like a repeat of last night with multiple groups, though.
you mean Tuesday night?
Yeah, Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Time is a...
Time is relative, as we've discussed before. Yes.
Those wrong track. It's fine.
Hazard alongside Matt Muir, or excuse me, Gonzalez Green. Out to the wrong screen, sorry. There's Gonzalez Green sliding up in front of Hazard. Hear him shifting through the dog leg. This is Poteet.
Bronson Stafford in the 61 continues to fall back. He just gave up another spot to the 56 Moo machine of Blake Treywick, and I think he's about to be under threat of Darren Ingram.
There's the shift from Dylan Poteet. So some guys, they shift as soon as they get in the corner. Other guys shift in the middle. Is there a strategy to either one? What do you think?
I think it comes down to how your car is handling and what you're looking for in the brake pedal versus the engine braking. If you shift down as you're entering the corner, as Gonzalez Green knocks down the wall off that corner, If you shift down as you're entering, that gives you more engine braking, but it could cause the rear tires to break traction, make that car a little bit looser going in. Whereas if you shift in the middle of the corner, you're dropping the RPMs and you're shifting down pretty much while you're coasting, so you can get that good boost off corner exit.
Yeah, that's my preferred move. I'd probably clutch in corner entry, right at the apex of the corner, I'd probably shift down, have more stability, more control as I carry momentum outside the corner.
Oh, contact there with Gonzalez Green.
And Hazard. Hazard still trying to make this pass go. This for 6th. Finally clears him. Poteet's been able to close back in on this battle. Oh,
he
trouble!
didn't clear him.
Oh, Hazard hard in the wall.
Hazard hard.
Oh, wow. That was hard contact for...
Yeah, we'll need to see that one again. I'm not entirely sure what happened there.
That was... Wow, that was sudden there, too. Let's take a look. Here's a look. Oop. Yeah, not for sure. There's definitely a difference of opinion on the radio right now, but
that is the nicest way to say that.
Yeah, I tried to be politically correct on that. We're letting them kind of discuss it on the radio right now, and we'll chime in when we can on that as we take another look at what happened.
Either way, you hate it for the 92 guys.
Definitely. Bumped in the left rear on the bottom, and
hard hit.
Hard in the outside wall.
Yeah, I think Davey Hazard might end up up in the tower for race control for the rest of this race.
Yeah, I think there might be a chance of that. Let's take a look and see if we can see maybe a little bit further back. So this was earlier. This is going down. Remember, they made contact while we were on board with them. This is through 1 and 2. Hazard clears him. And as they come off turn 2, Gonzalez Green tries to do a crossover and catches him in the left rear and turns him head on the wall. Poteet with a great job of avoiding it.
I'm looking on board from Poteet's view. Yeah, he just like Green just goes near the apron and comes back up.
Cue that back up real quick, Dale. We'll show that angle. There we go. Yeah, that's exactly right. And somehow Poteet missed it.
That might be a candidate for the Cricket Good Hands Award of the night.
You know, I would if I had that button on this screen. I don't have it tonight. We'll have to move it over. Let's see.
The Cricket Good Hands Award in my heart.
Here it is. Oh, wait, it's way off the screen. It's over there, folks. I promise. Here, let me slide it over manually. There it is. Hey. How'd you like that slide in? That was good stuff right there. That is
excellent.
That is quality television right there. Thank you. Cricket Good Hands Award winner Dylan Poteet.
And that caution unit helps him and Henrietta claim first and second on this restart behind Elwood and Therian in 3rd and 4th on fresh tires.
Yeah, I don't know how this is going to work out, and I think these drivers are questioning that as well. Tire wear here is pretty significant.
Absolutely. Field coming through 1 and 2. Green flag back in the air. Dylan Poteet with a big jump out of the restart zone. Whole inside line.
Nothing on that start.
Yep.
Yeah, Bordeaux, not a good start there.
Oh, man, they're bunching up behind her, too, going into turn 1. She's going to take the high lane. Those old tires, not good.
She had nothing there.
There's a look. She didn't pit. Dylan Poteet didn't pit. Everybody around him on 2 tires.
No choice. The first one on all 4 back in 10th.
And we'll see how quickly he can move up. As Elwood to the front, Garcia to 2nd, Thomas to 3rd. 3 Elwood drivers in the top 3, getting around Poteet. Shane Terrian come up
tires
there
aren't-
as well.
Those tires aren't helping Dylan at all. He's gone from 1st to 5th right now.
Now, real quick, let's take a look at that real quick again. He has not pitted at all, it looks like.
That's right. Poteet and Henrietta. Well, Henrietta pitted earlier for damage, but I don't think Poteet's made any stops at all.
I don't think she even pitted for damage.
Nope.
It would have shown any lap that she would have pitted on that graphic, so
Oh, that's right.
yeah, so she hasn't pitted at all. It's on board Luke Smith. This is 6th, working on Matt Muir. Okay, we're gonna try to do some radio traffic from that last incident.
Dude, you are a f***ing moron. You are a dumb ass. I'll claim that. I mean,
Pretty heated.
you have a f***ing pedal. Just don't hit me. Hello? Like, it's so easy to not do what you just did.
Yeah, definitely, they're charged up out there tonight. Track's frustrating. Drivers are getting frustrated with each other. We've had a couple boring races. We need some drama. Liking it.
And I can understand, you know, his temper toward that incident, particularly because Gonzalez being made a move that might not have worked, really low, touching the apron, tried to force his car into a space that wasn't there. What's the word from Ayrton Senna? If gap car? But sometimes the gap is much smaller than your car.
And sometimes you force it, and it's if car gap. See Poteet sliding back at the bottom of your screen. Still, he's back in 16th. That strategy did not work at all. As Dewey Schramm comes underneath. Battle for 2nd at the top.
Let's not sell the farm yet. That just means 22 has one extra set of tires that everybody else out here doesn't have.
That is true.
Yep.
If the cautions fall good, might have a chance of having that extra set at the end. But of course, you risk having an extra set just sitting in the pits too. Riding on board with Richard Thomas in 3rd. He's working on his teammate Garcia for 2nd. Here's Matt Muir taking a peek to the inside of Luke Smith. Smith's been quiet in the first couple races.
Very quiet.
Yeah, but he's up there in 5th.
Yeah, Smith has been quiet, but he's also run into a lot of trouble. You remember at Daytona, he only had that 4-cylinder engine, and he got caught up in that wreck while leading. So he's not really had a great start to the season either.
Ooh, saw Noah Joyce get loose there off 2.
Out front, Elwood with almost a 1.5 second gap from 2nd place.
Yeah, right now I'm happy. And so is he. Danny Ware underneath Noah Joyce. Battle for 7th. Up front, here's Luke Smith looking at 4th. Shane Terrian snuck up into 3rd there while we were looking away there.
Yeah,
Broke up the Elwood rides there.
those three have been up front all night long.
And he's looking for a 2nd right now, putting the pressure on the 8 of Garcia.
This is a look at Richard Thomas. We'll take a look real quick at where Elwood's drivers are running 1st, 2nd, 4th, and 8th. Pretty decent, guys.
Yeah, it could be worse.
We're not going to show you worse, but yes, it could be worse.
I think we've had worse a while ago on the radio.
Definitely true.
Yeah, we have a lot of candidates for Radio Sweetheart this week.
There's a lot of explicit content listed on my transcripts. Oh, it's Danny Ware sideways and saves it. Wow. Great job by Danny Ware.
Great holding.
Looks like we're getting to that point in the run where we're going to start seeing some trouble on corner exit here.
Clearly, we saw it there. Drop back, take a look, see what we see. Yep, jumped away from it. Let's see if we can. Bronson Stafford down low. See if there's any contact or if he just maybe crossed that seam. Here's off turn 2. A little nerp in the back
Ooh.
bumper there, yeah.
Yeah, a
Bump.
replay of Hazard and Gonzalez Green right there.
Yeah, just not any significant wall contact. In fact, Stafford was the one that hit the wall. Meanwhile, back around 4th, Smith and Thomas continue to battle. About a third of the way through this as Danny Ware continues to... I guess he's still maintaining where he's at now after that contact. But now you wonder what that little slide he had off turn 2, how much did that cook his tires?
Yeah, from what I hear about iRacing and tire heat, it probably is making that car pretty hard to handle right now.
3 wide out of the dog leg. Collette, Doe, and Rogers. A little contact maybe between Doe and Rogers as Rogers tries to get a 2-for-1 here off turn 2. And he does. Collette backs out. On board with Doe. Oh, see that 71 wiggle up there. You gotta wonder how well that car's handling. Remember, he was involved in the first incident. Well, you hear him downshifting early, revving that thing up. That's a little risky because you might end up getting it a little bit too loose going through the corner.
Yep, been there, done that, got the t-shirt.
Yep, look at Luke Smith. And look at Huang Do now. Telemetry out of the 06, back in 17th. Danny Ware, the 84.
Well, while we've been watching all these battles, the 38 of Shane Terrian has passed Garcia for 2nd and has driven away from him. And he's a 2.5 off Elwood in the lead now.
He's in the chase down.
Here's a look at Terrian from above. And let's take a look and see how he's catching the leader. Right now, maintaining, slightly losing. We'll let this cycle through a lap here and see where they match up as they cross the line. This time by... Still losing. Lost a 10th that lap. So Elwood's definitely locked in at the front at the moment.
Ooh, selling up front for Elwood. Almost a 2-second gap.
Battle back here. Cam Barnes, Alexander Gonzalez Green. This is all back around 14th. Up front here, Stafford, Joyce. Up front of this group, Stafford, Joyce, Rodriguez. Treywick back there as well.
We got this group back here, Gonzalez Green, Cam Barnes, Huang Do, and Kerry Rogers all battling it out right now.
Rodriguez low on Joyce. These two have been close together all night. He clears him. Joyce going to try the high side again. No matter what track we're at, that 31 is always going to run a groove higher than everybody else.
You gotta go where they're not.
High side, yep.
I don't know if that's the right strategy here tonight, Jamie, the way this track's been. Going where there ain't might put you in a bad spot.
Yeah, but with the aero blocking here in this next-gen car, you almost have to go where they're not.
Didn't think about that.
Oh, big hit on the wall there by the 8 of Garcia.
Yeah, he definitely did not need that. Everybody's getting their Phoenix stripes here off turn 2. Oh, trouble! It's Cam Barnes.
Trouble.
Oh, wow, Dewey Schramm almost got him at the very end. That was close. Great job of Cam to get reset to the pits before Dewey got there. And let's see what happened to our buddy Cam Barnes here. It's alongside Huang Do. He catches the wall off turn 2. as they go down into 3. Remember, this is that pack that was battling back there for around 14th or 15th. He gets up high. I bet you he did this.
Ooh.
That was.
Look at those brake rotors. Oh, those front brakes are red hot.
Dewey, just barely missing it. So, watch again, and I think we're going to see what I was kind of talking about before as we look from higher camera. Remember the downshifting that we were hearing? I wonder if he downshifted just a little bit too soon getting into turn 3, got the rear tire spinning. See how it steps out right there, and then it hooks right into the wall. We'll go on board and we'll see if we kind of hear that.
Yeah, it's possible, but also going back to some radio chatter we heard from Steven Merzak earlier about hitting the brakes and essentially just hitting an oil slick.
There we go.
It could be that.
Let's hear. Yep, he downshifted right there. Heard it kind of rev up real fast going in there.
Well, may have downshift a little too soon.
Let's listen to it again just to make sure I heard what I heard. Here we go. Well, maybe he was just kind of revving the motor a little bit, just trying to save it. Maybe it just got loose. It's kind of hard to tell from that. Because you definitely heard him downshift, or excuse me, upshift halfway down the straightaway. Wow, Dylan, thanks for giving us that crazy, crazy camera work there.
Talk about the strategy
Look
here.
at this. Terrian, Luke Smith, Bronson Stafford, Noah Joyce, Blake Trawick, Darren Ingram. That is Dewey. I'm sorry, that's John Poole, the third in 7th. Don't have his full name on this particular graphic. I apologize. Dewey Schramm, Henrietta Bordeaux, Cam Barnes, all pitted. So that's
we're
how
hearing from
double up.
Cam Barnes. It was not a downshift.
Okay, good. Okay, so it was just him getting loose.
Yep, it locked up the rears and away it went.
Got it. So too much rear brake getting into turn 1 then, or turn 3. I knew it had to be one or the other.
You know, I was on one of the cameras I have. I saw just sparks come out that rear end as he hit those brakes. Just could not maintain that traction for him at all.
That makes sense. I just said that it was a downshift because we've heard that aggressive downshifting that was happening. So I just assumed. Cam, I apologize for jumping the gun on that. As they go into turn 3, getting ready for this restart. Clearing up the 5th caution. Had a pretty decent run there. And now we'll see if it becomes yellow flag fever here as Shane Terrian leads him down. Stafford gets a big push on the bottom.
Just a massive shakeup. Some cars went 3 wide right there along the dog leg.
There's still 3 wide back here. This is around 15th. Oh,
That
Dewey
five car's
Schramm!
one we gotta
Oh,
watch.
and around he goes! How did he save that?
He saved it.
Him and Matt Muir get together. Dewey kind of pinched him down going into turn 3. But amazing job to hang on to that. Closer to the front.
Car is making ground.
There he is. Yep. Let's take a look here. He only took 2 tires. He only took 2 tires on that pit stop too. So, but everybody else did not pit around him, and you see the difference there, flying to the front. Try to get that pit stop. There we go. Couldn't find my button there.
It's a whole different level right now, those Elwood cars. If this was real life, we'd call them the cheating Yoders.
But they're Chevrolets.
That's what I said, if it was real life. Chevy's on cheat.
Hendrick 2020 is where we're at.
Cheat? Yeah.
Well, it's pretty clear Trackhouse isn't cheating.
Not at this moment, they're not. Here's a look at the leader. We'll have the leader up top. Have this battle back here for 12th on your screen at the bottom. Luke Smith trying to close up on Terrian as well. Dale, go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying these guys almost from 9th to 15th just swapping places back and forth constantly.
moving into second. Clear Smith. Elwood is coming. Let's see the difference on this. Look at that, gaining 4 tenths. It's like Shane Terrian last week as he makes the move for the lead. Look at that difference every lap, quarter to half a second faster every lap, and as he's back out front.
See, usually that's Shane Terrian making those moves in the truck series. You know, just like I said, the Jaws theme. Once he's on a run, that Dunna just plays in the background.
Exactly right. Well, folks, we're going to go ahead and step aside for just a moment, and we're going to let you guys crank up your stereos at home and just over-rev it. Alan Elwood has pulled it out to 2 seconds over Shane Terrian. Luke Smith about 3 seconds back. Richard Thomas, Nico Garcia, your top 5.
Those last couple laps, Thomas and Garcia really moved up. Matt Maher following them through, just getting by Bronx and Stafford right now.
Look at what I see right now. That 22 Miller Lite machine coming up in 8th place. Look at that, guys.
Is he trying to get back in line? He caught the nose of Stafford, put him in the wall.
Well, the spotters here don't have the best view as you're going down the front stretch. Sometimes you just have to clear it yourself and hope for the best.
Especially when that's the back stretch, Jamie.
That too.
It's late, it's night, you know, sight lines aren't that good.
I'd like to thank those that have talked with us in the chat, especially a couple of the drivers that have been out there. Cam Barnes, Davey Hazard, they were talking to us a little bit in the chat, giving us some info. Apparently these guys are using a lot of rear brake. That makes sense as far as what happened to Cam. When you've got to have that rear brake cranked up so high just to get it to turn with this tight setup, that makes sense as to why what happened. You get that rear brake, you touch the brakes going in the corner, and the rear's just, you got so much weight to the rear, around she goes.
Yeah, that's great to have in a GT3 car on a road course, not so great to have here in a cup car.
Next gen at Phoenix with that much rear brake.
As Matthew Rodriguez and Dylan Poteet make their way by Luke Smith in that 24th, 6th, and 7th place.
Yeah, Luke's been sliding back after this restart.
Oh, see.
6-7, yes, okay.
I let it go, and you gave him a free pass.
I thought Jamie was giving me the producer voice, so he talked kind of low for a second there. I thought he was asking me a question, and it was just a Jamie joke, a JJ, if you will.
He gave you a JJ.
Davey Hazard has just said we now have a new jar. We have the car truck jar that we've constantly been referring to all year. And we now have a front and back stretch jar.
Yeah, well, we're still waiting on that pasta from a couple of broadcasts ago,
Yes.
so no money in the jar till I get my pasta.
Ah, challenge extended to Davey
Ooh.
Hazard there. And Davey's also, again, talking about that rear brake situation. He's saying that you can make, he's had 50% rear brake, and you had to be very fine with it, but it's, I mean, that's definitely challenging over a long run, definitely. So I think that's why we saw what we did, that issue with Cam happened late, as we see Garcia working on his teammate, Richard Thomas. They're side by side for second. Elwood's 3 seconds ahead of this group right here. If he wasn't on the track, this would be a heck of a battle for the lead.
Yep. Shane
Yeah,
also made that move over Matt as well.
Going back to Davey Hazard's brake bias there, I can't imagine running a 50% brake bias in a Cup car at Phoenix.
Crazy.
I ran 60% rear brake in a TA2 car at Portland, and that was crazy, as we have the 38 coming to pit road.
Shane Terrian in.
Shane gets first one in. Only did about 45 laps. But we saw earlier, you know, with Dylan, you can go almost 50 with these tires. Do you want to do that, though, is the question.
Yeah, but he also had a lot of yellow on that first run.
Yeah, this is true.
As we're still green here at Phoenix.
I think in the chat, Davey's not too happy about the pasta situation.
Well, Davey, neither are we.
Well played, well
We
played.
had, another pit stop there. The 61 of Bronson Stafford, I believe, came in the pits. That time off corner numbers.
You just give it up. Corner 2 into the pits, which does sound weird.
Speaking of numbers, do you guys hear Scott Pruitt at the door? Because I sure do.
Oh, he's right there. There he is.
Hey, Scott.
It's time for my Scott Pruitt, Hi to My Family at Home shout out of the race. We were talking about numbers. Tonight's shout out goes to the person you love. You know him. He used to own the league, and he ran the Makita Truck Series. That's right. We're saying hi to Matthew Steelman.
Well, I'm Matthew Steelman. Hope you're watching at home. Say hi to us in the chat if you're saying hey, if you're around, please. Either chat, Discord, or here. We'd love to hear from you, buddy.
Just hop in the booth one time. The door's always open.
Absolutely. We'd let him up here. He's got a key. He still has a key.
It's on in the map
Yeah.
for him.
I gave him his key back when I gave him the league back.
That was nice of you. Oh, you gave the league key back, or did you give him the booth key back?
Well, I guess we'll call him up here and find out which key works.
Maybe he'll bring pasta.
Yeah, we can hope.
Yeah. On board with Alexander Gonzalez Green in 9th. See some pit stops happening on the right of the screen. Noah Joyce, Dewey Schramm, Zach Rostowski. Shane Terrian, did he come back in? There has been some glitching with the pit lane here, so I don't know if that's exactly correct or not with him.
Shane did exit behind Henry de Bordeaux.
Okay. We'll see how that all shakes out after this cycle. But those new tires, look at that. Shane Terrian just turned the fastest lap of the race.
Fresh rubber. Full tank of gas.
Absolutely.
It's dark and he's wearing sunglasses. It's time to hit it.
Hi, yo, Silver, away. We're in the desert. I've been through the desert on a horse with no name.
I thought you were gonna finish the rest of that line.
Nah.
Okay.
We're
not glad I came.
I'm trying not to. Whoa!
Oh, Krastowski.
Saves it.
Got loose there off 2. Jamie off 2 on the backstretch.
Yeah, notice I didn't say
See,
where.
see this-
I
see
was
that
helping
sign
you
said
out.
4?
Just helping you out. Yeah,
This
there
is-
are
this is
signs
the
on the wall,
dome leg.
Jamie.
This is
Turn 4.
This is turn 1.
There you go. There's turn 1. Of course, now the cameras won't show it.
And this would be 2.
Yeah, see, you guys are lying.
Oh,
And they're
Dewey!
coming to 3.
Oh,
Dewey around. He saved it.
that's 3, Dewey. Good lord.
Wow. You've used up all your stuff tonight, Dewey. That's incredible.
Slid that car, kissed the wall. Looked like I was watching Tokyo Drift.
That's the second time we've seen a car slide that hard off a 2. So that's we've been hearing reports that it's like somebody's putting oil down coming off these corners. So definitely seeing that there, especially back-to-back laps. As Dewey's trying to get his heart rate back down and goes by Gonzalez Green. And remember, he just pitted as well, Stram did. Still cycling through, Luke Smith on the pit lane now. This is Collette and Poole back here. This is for 9th. They have yet to pit. Somebody in the chat just said that they're going to be taking a shot for every Dewey slide at the end of the race. I'm hopefully he's used them all up, because if he keeps on doing what he's doing, you might need a new bottle. As here comes Terrian unlapping himself around Elwood. Terrian running an 11th. This is the battle for 2nd. Garcia and Rodriguez. Matthew looking low. On board. Now he's looking low on Garcia, trying to get inside position into 3. Oh, just about slid up into his quarter panel. Now he's going to take the low part of the dog leg, try and get alongside, and he is. Still trying to make this pass happen for 2nd. And remember, these are the guys that pitted on the last caution. So they can go probably about another 10 to 15 laps probably, if they want to, on the fuel anyway. As you see, Dylan Poteet's dropped in. Well, I think the pit lane is glitched here, it looks like, possibly. So we're just going to kind of ignore that a little bit. We'll check the actual stats here momentarily. I think they're getting a little bit too low through the dog leg, and it's making us think that it's actually a pit lane.
Yeah,
John Poole is in. That is confirmed.
As they cut through the dog leg there, they're crossing the pit exit line.
Yes.
So it looks like it is messing with the timing and storing
That's where our graphic for pit lane pop-up is getting a little confused because of how low they're going. But confirmed, John Poole is in, so is Alexander Gonzalez Green on this lap as well.
We're at 30 to go here. You've been out on track for close to 30 laps. I think it's about time to make your last pit stop of the night here. Krastowski in trouble again through the corner.
Oh, he
there.
is
That
sideways.
Car is broken.
Did you see how far to the right those wheels were?
It taps the
They
wall
still
again.
are.
That's
That-
Blake.
And
That toe link on the left front is
something
broken.
is broke, yes. Wow, I don't know how he's maintaining control right now. Look at how far that left front wheel is turned to the right.
Yeah, talking about tires.
Oh, man.
Gonzalez Green out of the pits.
Hang on to it, Zach.
Krastowski is certainly out here turning right to go left.
Look at that.
It's got some, camber on that thing.
He's got some camber he doesn't need. Wow. I've never seen reverse camber before. Well, that's more reverse toe in. You don't need that much, and not that direction. I don't know how he's maintaining control through the corners like that. That's incredible.
He's just built different.
He is built different.
Built
Look at
different.
that. Look at that left front. Just dog tracking down the straightaways and then going to the corner. He's just praying it'll keep turning right. Or, well, not turning left, Jamie.
Turn left.
It's turning. The wheels to the right is throwing me off. Matt Muir in the pits.
He's hoping the wheels go the right way.
Yes, but no, Matt Muir not in the pits. Guys, stop cutting the dog leg that low, please. That'd be helpful. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Track limits.
Track limits
Above the yellow line.
for us, please.
Yes. Ooh.
Don't make us put grass back down there.
Actually, yes, please put grass back down there.
Agree.
Mikey Murata hits the wall back there in 14th place. The guy on the freshest tires right now is at Gonzalez Green. Exits the pit lane. The tires are 4 laps old. It's this late in the race. He might have the best advantage right now.
There's a look at him in the bottom right. Currently running in 13th.
He's got the fresh tires, but he's currently 35 seconds off the lead here.
You also got to remember the top 10 or the top 12 have not pitted yet, I believe. So, well, except for Luke Smith has. Everybody else in front of him, Blake Trewick may have, but definitely the top 10 is not, as Matthew Rodriguez drops out now.
Luke is on 10-lap old tires. Blake is on 13. Bronson Stafford is on 18-lap tires right now. Shane is up now in 8th place. His tires are 20 laps old.
Yeah, I think Terrian's made his final stop of the night, unless we have another yellow here in the late stages.
Luke Smith trying to charge through with those tires. He's a lap down. Making his way around Nico Garcia, who's running in 2nd in the 8 car. Matthew Rodriguez just pitted, so here he comes. When do you pit as the leader?
Now.
Now.
Absolutely, right now.
Elwood has about an 18-second gap over Shane right now. Gotta make that pit.
Let's see how far away he is from a pit stop. Well, he's still got some fuel, but the question is the tires. Matt Murin. Drops out of 5th. Henrietta Bordeaux trying to unlap herself. She's 2 down. Here comes Luke Smith to get his lap back.
And Elwood went
And
way high.
Yeah, he's letting the lappers go there as Rodriguez and Smith both go by. He knows he's got to pit one more time. No sense in holding these guys up on fresh tires.
Yeah, letting them by, conserving tires. But guess what? Like, that Jaws theme is in the air. Shane just 16 back.
Gonzalez Green coming up behind Elwood as well to get his lap back. He's in 11th. Michael Murata back there in 12th as well. He's a little bit further back there, but he is the next car back.
5 coming in this time.
Nope, not yet.
Out.
Oh,
Stays out.
Green catches the wall there. I wonder if he's okay with me saying just Green. That's a mouthful. AGG. That doesn't work as well as SVG.
Gonzalez Green, you know.
But GG.
Gonzalez Guggenheim.
Shane Van Gigglesberg.
Gigglesberg.
New fastest lap. My pick of the race.
Poteet.
22, Dylan Poteet.
22.
He just came out
Oh.
the pit lane. There he is. Boy, running a high line through 1 and 2 as well.
Tires.
Oh, getting loose off the corner too.
He's getting everything out of it right now, boy.
He's got a lap. He's a lap down though.
Now, what these guys do
Five,
not
please.
need right now is a caution.
Elwood is just fighting this car, staying out.
Pit road entrance. He says, "See ya."
Shane has taken almost a second off that lead now. 15.5 back.
Wonder if we can get the last pit stop graphic up here again to see what lap it was Elwood pitted on.
It's been 48 laps.
48 laps.
And,
40 laps.
and 2 tires, too. Don't
Two
forget about that.
tires, too.
I think the 5 can make it to the end. We've seen him
He's back.
the pace
Yeah,
off.
well, I thought he did. Nope. He looked like he was backing off there, but his teammate trying to close the gap back there.
I think it's going to be tight, but I think we've seen him back the pace off. That right front might still be under him. He may be able to hold on to this to the end. And Terrian would need at least a second a lap to catch him at this point, and it doesn't look like he's going to do it.
He's barely there right now. I mean, we did see earlier with Dylan, you know, stayed out almost 60 laps, but that was also multiple cautions helping him conserve his tire. This last run has been a massive green flag run without that these two Elwood cars running first and second right now.
There's a look at the catch from Elwood to Terry, and not nearly enough time, not closing nearly as fast as he needs to. He's going to need him to pit.
Okay, maybe if he had the 200 laps that we thought we were racing here tonight, he could catch him.
Now, Matthew Rodriguez, he is faster than both of them. He is flying in this 01. Again, he doesn't have much time left either.
That's the person Shane should worry about because he's only 4 seconds back from him.
Will the two lead? Well, all three Elwood drivers up here. Actually, all 4 of them up there.
4.
Look at that. We didn't even mention that. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Elwood Design Esports. The question is, does this strategy work? That's going to be the question. You throw a yellow out now, it's going to be interesting.
And the gaps are pretty consistent as well, almost about a second or two between each car as well.
Matt Muir getting a lap back. Here comes Poteet as well. And just a reminder, every once in a while you might see a pit lane indicator up there that may be incorrect. We saw Poteet pop up there. I think Muir did as well. They have not repitted. They're just running too low in the dog leg.
It's like Elwood about to put Dylan a lap down.
Oh no, that 22's got fresh tires. He just took his lap back.
He just came around Elwood. That puts 16 cars on the lead lap at this point.
Elwood cars are what, 53 lap gold tires right now with 11 to go.
On board with Trawick. It's a battle for 7th with Stafford. He dives it in here. Look at this.
Ooh.
He gets on the apron and around he goes.
This is too low, too low.
Held on to it. He's still going.
How in the world did Trawick hang on to that? We have seen some wheeling tonight. Whew. Boy, that just about threw a wrinkle in the whole thing right there.
Yeah, those four cars up front were hoping that wouldn't have been a caution.
See if we can take a look and see. Going down to turn 3. It's on board with Gonzalez Green. He just tries to dive it into. Oh, he gets a bump. That puts him on the apron. That's how it happened. Now we know the rest of the story.
This car just got destabilized right there.
So that was 2-car involvement. That would have brought a caution.
That would have
changed this race entirely.
Absolutely. And somewhere Davey Hazard has a smirk on his face. Like, I've had a taste of that black fender tonight a couple times. I'm trying to rile him up in the chat, see if he says anything.
That's why I didn't drop down to his pit box to get a.
I do not blame you at all, Jamie.
Bro,
not tonight.
Davey, the car got wrecked. He hopped out and right into the race director's booth.
Yep, either went there or went to his hauler, one of the two. He was talking to us, so he's somewhere with communication anyway. 6 laps to go all of a sudden here, guys.
Yeah, we're moving right along to the race here.
Matthew Rodriguez looking to make a move on Shane.
Joyce slipping back. He's a lap down. Rodriguez closes up on Terrian. It's a battle for 5th. 5 to go. Elwood with a 1.8 second lead on his teammate Garcia is all 4 Elwood drivers in the top 4.
Just 6 seconds total separate Elwood in first to his last teammate Danny Ware in 4th place.
You're riding on board with Thomas. And this battle continues back here. This on board with Rodriguez as he closes up on Terrian. Top 5 at stake here. 4 to go.
In front of him for 3rd and 4th, you got Thomas and Ware, 2 teammates battling it out as well.
He gets to run into turn 1. I did it now, Jamie. Yeah. He's got the inside. Ooh, boy. So tough to make that inside line work with that seam up there on the yellow line.
He might have it breaking into right now. He gets him under braking.
Got it. Rodriguez to 5th. Terrian trying to do a crossover through the dog leg. This is Poteet.
Same token up front. Thomas gets by Ware for 3rd place. 2 teammates up there battling it out.
There's a look at that. Ware and Thomas side by side for 3rd going into turn 3. And for some reason my camera switched to that too. 2 angles of it. 2 laps to go. Alan Elwood down the backstretch. He'll go into turn 3. Looking for the white flag. White flag in the air. Alan Elwood. Absolute dominating performance here tonight. Amazing pit strategy by all the Elwood drivers. All of them in the top 4. As Elwood comes off turn 2 down the backstretch for the final time. He's got a 2.5 second lead into 3 and 4. And Alan Elwood takes the Shady Grandstands 200 at Phoenix.
Got a battle right there for the last top 10 position between Blake and Luke Smith now. On the bottom of your screen right now. Blake gets by. Luke looking low.
Luke's trying.
Walked.
And he's not going to make it. Wow. And they spin off the dog leg, but Alan Elwood, just a dominating performance here tonight. Yep, that's the wrong one. It is not the same Bachelorette Parties 120, but let's switch it to this one.
They do still
That
need
one.
saving.
There we go. They do. We just wanted to remind everybody that they do. Incredible team performance by Elwood Esports tonight. All right, let's take a look at the unofficial results as Alan Elwood burns it down here at Phoenix. There's a look at it. 116 laps led of 125. I'll take the win tonight, boys. Thank you. Nico Garcia.
I'll take my 2nd fastest lap of the week.
Those are those moral victories we're looking for, Jamie. Congratulations.
Hey, it still pays points, right?
It does not, actually.
Points are points. Yeah, it does.
Nope, not the fastest lap. Does not count for points in this. So, sorry. Alan Elwood, Nico Garcia, Danny Ware snuck past Richard Thomas for 3rd at the end. Actually, Richard Thomas actually fell back to 6th. So it was a 1-2-3 for Alan Elwood Motorsports. Thomas fell back to 6th, so we didn't catch that. But something happened on the last couple laps there for the 77 to slip back. These are, of course, unofficial results. But let's go ahead and see if we can talk to our podium finishers tonight, guys. Dale, Jamie, take it away.
Got Danny Ware. Danny, you got a copy. This is the booth. How you doing, guy?
Yeah, I got you.
You 4 put an amazing battle, amazing show up front, running on almost 60 lap old tires. How was it? How did the team strategy work out for you guys tonight?
Not bad, honestly. Earlier in the race, I pitted to see if I can just one-stop the race, but we got some cautions that didn't work out in my favor. I ended up back in like 20th, but I don't know, somehow just worked my way up and just saved fuel the whole time, and everybody else just kind of ran out. I just ended up in 3rd.
So I'm a bit confused because, sir, late in the race, I saw both you and Thomas, Richard Thomas battling out. You guys are teammates. Richard Thomas now drops back to sixth place. What happened with you guys going back and forth right there?
At the end of the race, he just ran out of fuel. I was just trying to make sure he could make it to the end, and he just didn't have quite enough. I think he ran out at a 2 and just coasted.
Answered that. We didn't catch that. We were wondering, you guys had a 1, 2, 3, 4 there for several laps at the end there, and all of a sudden Richard fell back, so that explains that. That's unfortunate, but you guys had a heck of a showing by the entire team. Was this a strategy across the entire team, or did it just kind of develop?
Just at the end when we got like a weird caution at the end, we're like, we either take a set of tires here and just hopefully it goes to the end and save fuel, and we just all picked to do it. Some of us don't do it all the time, but we all just kind of did a plan and just stuck to it.
It worked out tonight. 1, 2, 3 for Elwood Motorsports tonight. Congratulations, Danny, on the P3, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you, guys.
Danny Ware, driver number 84 Chevy, brings it home P3 tonight.
Nico, this is the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, we're talking to you since, hey, Daytona winner too. Let's get that in as well. There we go. We're still working on getting that, okay?
Look, he's also my scheme of the race with this, mint and cookies paint scheme.
That's right.
Okay?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That's right. Tell us about that run tonight. And you can talk about Daytona too if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, really quick, just touch on Daytona. It was fun. It was a great race. I didn't expect to win. I don't usually run good at super speedway, so I'll take the win when I can get one. And big props for the team for pushing me up there at Daytona. So, I know AJ Roderick was up there with me. He wasn't here tonight, but Alan, Danny, Richard Thomas. All those guys from the EDE crew are phenomenal. But tonight was a different story, man. I actually I made an adjustment on my brake master cylinders tonight, and I made the wrong decision. So I was very, very tight tonight. But dealt with what we needed to. Use the apron when I could to get the car to rotate, and it was a solid finish from the whole EDE team tonight. So congrats to the whole team, and it's a very strong showing, and it just kind of goes to show that we got some really fast guys.
Yeah, we definitely want to give you guys props on that. 1, 2, 3, almost 1, 2, 3, 4, except for Richard running out of gas there at the end. But yeah, you guys definitely had it dialed in. That was one thing you mentioned, the brakes. That was something that we saw all night long. You just had to roll so much rear brake to even make the car turn, is what it seemed like.
Yeah, honestly, if you were running anything higher than like a 34 or 35% brake bias tonight, the car just didn't rotate. I was at like 38, 39% tonight, and it was still very, very tight. Even getting on the brake and being behind somebody in traffic, it was extremely tight. So almost want to be wrecking loose tonight just to get the car to move. But, props to Alan, man. That kid put on an absolute masterclass tonight. 19 laps led, or 15, 14 laps. Absolute monster performance for him tonight, so props to him.
We'll agree. Well, congratulations on the P2, and congratulations on your win a couple weeks ago at Daytona. Again, we're going to try to air that at some point if somebody will give us that file, so we'll hopefully air that here soon. But congratulations on the P2 tonight. Great team effort tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Nico Garcia brings it home P2 tonight in the number 8 Chevy. And now let's see if we can get a hold of Victory Lane, Dale. How noisy is it down there?
It's pretty noisy out here. Those guys are celebrating up. We managed to get, the 5, the race winner, Alan Elwood. You got a copy, my guy?
I got you guys.
Beautiful race out there. Almost 63-year lap, old tires. Your last pit stop, you took 2 tires. You're able to maintain that lead and dominate the race with wonderful teamwork. How was it out there for you guys tonight?
The results kind of speak for themselves. I think it was a really good team effort. Hate that Richard didn't get third and kind of, total team lockout of the first 4 spots, but glad he was still able to kind of bring it home there in 6th. So, but overall, I think clean air definitely helped for sure being out front. This car and this track, you wouldn't think a small track like this has dirty air, but it definitely does. And just trying to be mindful of tires, and I think the cautions kind of fell in the right spot for us to know that we had to pit when we had to pit, and there really wasn't any question, within the team of when we were going to pit. We're going to pit now and try to hold them off at the end.
Were you you were
so-
oh, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
So my biggest question was, how many bullets were you sweating on those last 10 or 15 laps? You got all your teammates in the top 4, and you're just praying there's no caution.
Yeah, that's the only thing, to be honest with you, is just the cautions, hoping there's none. Otherwise, I felt 100% confident. I had backed him, the corners way up. I was clutching, running 5th gear around the track. I think I had a couple laps left in the tank when I crossed the line. So I was really good on fuel, and clutching and being easy in the corners. I felt like I had a good enough amount of tire too. And Nico was kind of upset at me because he was starting to gain on me, and then I kicked it up a notch, and he was yelling at me. But I'm like, hey man, I saw you were coming. I gotta go. But that's just the fun team stuff you got. But no, just a really fun race tonight with the strategies and everything, and let it play out as it did.
And I don't know if you'll be able to hear this or not, but this was some radio communication from Nico toward the end.
Make sure that that 5 car goes through tech.
There you go. I don't know if you heard that or not. But
It's not the first time he said that.
there we go. Just wanted to reiterate that real quick. So hopefully that does pass tech, but I think you'll be fine. So
I hope so.
Yeah. Well, you guys almost locked it out at Daytona. You come back here and almost lock it out here at Phoenix. Congratulations on the win tonight, Alan. We'll see you next week.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
No problem. Alan Elwood, driver number 5 Chevy, is your winner tonight here at Phoenix. All right. Dale, Jamie, saw a good one here tonight. Final thoughts, Dale?
Better race than I was expecting, particularly the last portion of the race. They have multiple tire strategies, like we said earlier, that people should pay attention to your tires. We saw that play out to the midpoint near the end. You saw guys pit like holding their tires on like Dylan did early in the race for almost 50, 60 laps. You saw these guys up here, this whole Elwood Designs team running the top 4 majority of the second half of the race. One driver, lost fuel, finished 6th. Finished where he started. So overall, still a good race. Amazing strategies up and down the field, and wonderful racing as well.
Jamie?
Yeah, we got off to a bit of a shaky start, but these drivers figured out the cars, and we got some long green flag runs, some pretty good racing in. Love seeing the split strategy come into play. That was awesome. I did hear from the 22 of Poteet real quick. He got caught out. He did not mean to stay out. They were trying to catch the field and ended up missing the pit.
Oh,
That's what
gotcha.
caught the 22 and the 26 of Bordeaux out. But yeah, we had a good race. Great to see the split strategy. What an impressive showing from the Elwood team. That's just insane. Almost going 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, we'll see. Can they do it again? Can they pull off that 1 through 4 finish? We'll have to tune in next week on Fast 29.
We saw the signs of this at Daytona and a little bit at Echo Park, but they definitely shined here at a track that they couldn't really work together with, but they could work well with strategy together. Speaking of the schedule, next 4 broadcasts here on Fast 29. Next Tuesday, we're at Talladega for the Truck Series, the first round of round 2 of the playoffs. Who's going to survive that and move on? Next week, Cup Series, we're at Las Vegas for the Cup Series next week on July 30th. August 4th, Truck Series at Kentucky, second round of the playoffs. And we're at Darlington, Fast 29's favorite, on August the 6th. Do not miss that one. Every time we go to Darlington, it's a barn burner, so tune in for that one. Make sure you get notified at least for that one and Talladega, but sign up for all of them. Heck with it. Watch them all. Real quick, a look at the unofficial standings after this one. Alan Elwood moves up to the point lead. Matthew Rodriguez, Dylan Poteet, Nico Garcia, Kerry Rogers, your top 5. Matt Muir, Danny Ware, Bronson Stafford, Alexander Gonzalez Green, and Michael Murata round out your top 10. And we'll quickly drop back to 20th position. Shane Terrian, Richard Thomas, Blake Trawick, Darren Ingram moved up to 14th tonight. DJ Harris, he wasn't here tonight. He drops back from 6th to 16th. Steven Merzlak with a rough night, drops back to 17th. Chad Mikas wasn't here tonight. Cam Barnes with another rough night as well. Dewey Schramm held on. He's in 20th, and he held on to that car tonight that was evil toward the end of that race. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us here at Fast 29 for the Cup Series at Phoenix. Great race tonight. Alan Elwood comes home your winner. God bless you guys. For all of us here at Fast 29, for Jamie Zalecki, Dale Barham, I'm Chris Pickett signing off. We'll see you guys on Tuesday from Talladega.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.